Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle a word that, let's be honest, most of us really don't like: failure. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if failure wasn't an endpoint, but actually a secret weapon for growth? That's what we're digging into today: how to completely reframe failure. Okay, so let's just jump right in with a big question. I want you to really think about this for a second. What if that one thing, your biggest failure, the one that still makes you cringe a little, what if that was actually your greatest lesson? I mean, really, what if the moment you wish you could take back was secretly the most important thing that ever happened to you? It's a huge shift in how you see things, right? And that's exactly what we're unpacking here. The source material we're looking at puts this so beautifully. It says that both triumphs and defeats are lessons etched upon the soul. Think about that. They're both seen as fuel for growth and evolution. So it's not like one is good and the other is bad. No, they're both just necessary, essential parts of the journey. But let's be real, that's not how we're raised to think, is it? I mean, from school to our jobs, we're basically trained to believe that failure is the absolute end of the line. It's the F on the report card, the project that got shut down. It's this big, scary thing. It's a label that we will do almost anything to avoid. Okay, but here's the twist. What if the problem isn't the experience itself? The falling down part. What if the real problem is just the word we use for it? What if we could hijack the word failure and give it a whole new meaning? One that's not just useful, but actually powerful. All right, you ready for this? This is where it gets really cool. The source material flips this whole thing on its head with an acronym. Let's actually build it out step by step. So it starts with F for finding. Okay, finding what? Finding, and I is for invaluable. And invaluable what? Learning, right. And how do you get it? By using your own real life and finally, experience.
So there you have it. Let's put it all together. Failure. Finding an invaluable learning using real life experience. I mean, how powerful is that? Suddenly, failure isn't something that happens to you. It's something you do. It's an action. It becomes a skill, really. It's like your detective, mining your own life for clues and wisdom.
Okay, so how does this actually work in our lives? Well, think of it like you're building a bridge. And the foundation, it's made of everything: the good stuff and the bad stuff. The memories of laughter and tears, as the quote says. Nothing gets thrown away. Every single experience, every memory is a brick you can use. And once you have that foundation, all those experiences, especially the ones you used to call failures, they become the very structure of that bridge. A bridge that connects the you from the past to the you you're trying to become. It's literally where your past meets future dreams. And that line at Midnight's Bell, it's so perfect. It's that moment of change, right? A new day, a fresh start, where you get to decide what to build with everything you've learned. And this is where it all comes down to a choice, a really important one. On one side, you can be guided by fear. You know what that looks like. You're stuck, you're avoiding anything tough, and you let your defeats define who you are. Or you can be guided by hope. You take the exact same life events, but instead you use them to build your future. You embrace the lessons, you feel empowered by your own experience. It's the same past, but it leads to two totally different destinations. It's all about which path you choose. And when you make that choice, when you decide to be guided by hope and see failure as learning, you become this, the master of your own destiny. Seriously, you're not just a passenger anymore, getting tossed around by whatever life throws at you. No way. You're at the wheel. You're the one writing your story now. So what does being the master of your destiny actually look like in practice? It looks like this. You're the one carving your path. You're using all those tools you've collected, from the wins and the losses, and you're literally shaping your own future through uncharted time. The future stops being this scary, unknown thing that's coming for you. Instead, it becomes a project, something you get to create, one lesson at a time. So I'm going to leave you with this to think about. As you go forward, maybe take a look back for a second. Think about an experience you've always filed under failure. Can you find the invaluable lesson hiding in there? And maybe more importantly, with this new way of thinking, What so-called failure are you going to choose to learn from next?